Hello out there, you wonderful people. This is Andre, the Game Idea Guy. Thank you once again for lending me your time and your ear listening into another Why You Know Game video. And this time I'm going to be talking about a game that has been in a little bit of a controversy as of late, and that is Overwatch. And this is something I've had thoughts on for like a while. I don't think I've actually ever done a video on it. But with Overwatch, the multiplayer for the game is amazing. It's fun. It's action packed, and I enjoyed it when I played it like way back when on my Xbox One, the demo of it. My only problem with the game was that there was no single player campaign, and it had the potential to have like this very fun and interesting single player campaign. I likened it to the possibilities of having it be somewhat like Time Splitters, where you were playing a campaign mode, but you played different characters during that campaign mode, and you got to learn things about those characters and their stories. Even though with Time Splitters is because you were hitting different points in history to achieve a particular goal. With Overwatch, they could have done something very similar, but instead of you just jumping at different points in time, you're just playing with different members of the Overwatch crew and learning their stories as characters. And then they could have done it as one singular campaign where you learn about every character. Or they could have given each and every individual character their own small campaigns for people to play. Either one would have been fine with me. Like, that didn't matter to me. It's just the option to have it there would have been better than to put the lore on websites or in small videos that end up on YouTube. I think it would be better to actually have the lore actually in the game. I don't think that that's actually asking much, and it would be something that would be nice to have, and it would be enjoyable for people like me who like to have a single player campaign in their multiplayer games. Because I might not want to play online all the time. I might not want to play against other people all the time. I might just want to sit back and play something that is mission based on the character that I'm playing with. Like that, like to me, that would be better. And then on top of that, it gives you a chance to learn how to play with each character. It gives you a chance to learn them in an environment that is controlled. Online multiplayer with other players is not controlled. I get why they did it, because it was cheaper for them and it was easier for them to get things going that way. But to me, it's a waste. Like, and if that game actually added in the single player right now, and like they even dropped that single player for like $20 on top of the base game, I'd probably buy it. Chances, not probably. I would buy it because I want that campaign mode. Like, and then they can just update it as they add new characters in. But like that would have worked. It would have been nice to have. And it's like a wasted opportunity. Like, nope, we're going to do this. We're going to put this multiplayer game out and everybody's going to like it. And then we're going to go ahead and put out videos on YouTube and let everybody play the videos on YouTube to learn about the characters instead of actually playing the game. I know that was a long spiel in that dumb voice, but still, like, come on. Like, wouldn't you rather have it in the game where you could play it, again, in a controlled environment? You can learn the character, learn their strengths and their weaknesses, and how those strengths and weaknesses acclimate themselves to your playstyle, or how you can acclimate your playstyle to those strengths and weaknesses of those characters. It's better for the player in the long run because they get to learn, again, more about the character. And on top of that, once you get used to the character, it builds up your confidence with that character, which makes you play better, which would have meant that their multiplayer would have actually been far more filled with far more skilled players, because they would be more confident in their abilities going into the multiplayer. I know it sounds odd, but it actually makes a lot of sense psychologically when you think about it. Like, when you're confident, when you've learned how to do something and you become good at it, you become confident in your ability in it. And if you're confident in your ability in it, you make less mistakes at doing it, which makes you more competent. And that competency is, again, starts to build into your confidence, and the cycle starts itself over. Like, yeah, you take a few on the chin once you get into multiplayer, but you expect that to happen. Like, but with the single player, you get boosted a little bit. And that probably Overwatch probably could have sold far more if it had the single player campaign in it. And that's something to think about. Like, the game did amazingly well with just multiplayer, but it probably would have done better to have the single player in it. And to have mission structures that are like the game modes that you can play in Overwatch. That way you know what they're like, you know what they're about, because you have some experience that you can relate those game modes to. It's simple. It's simple stuff. It's simple. Like, it's easy enough to think about, but it's like, it was one of those things that's like, yeah, we're not going to put the effort into it. We don't need to do all that. And granted, that's their right to do so. I just think it would have been better off if they did the extra work. It would have been more appreciated if they did the extra work. And honestly, Overwatch would probably be booming a lot better right now if they did the extra work. Then there would be things like with Soldier 76 being implied to be gay or whatever. But like, I really don't care. Like, I don't care about the character's sexuality because it has no bearing on what you do in the game. Like, I really don't care. Like, it doesn't do anything. Now, you have a story element in the game where you can play it and you can experience it, and you get to see and experience the character's emotions through the story. Okay, then I would actually care, because there would be something tied to it. And it would have an impact. It wouldn't just be implying or saying, hey, this character's gay. Like, okay. What good is that going to do me? So, it would have worked better for what they're doing now. I don't know. Like, it's just me thinking. Like, they could have benefited them in the long run, but they chose to go the multiplayer only route. Like, again, that was their right to do so. It's not like the game is horrible or in any respect. The game is actually pretty good. I'm not willing to play for a multiplayer only game that eventually will lose servers at some point, and you won't be able to play it online. Like, once that happens, you won't be able to play it online. Yeah, I'd rather not go through that trouble. Like, I'd rather be able to have the single player campaign there too. So, hey, online is messed up. I can play single player. But I don't want to carry this on too much longer. Like, and I covered a little bit that bugged me with the game, and pointed out where it would have been helpful. Like, because like, the game itself plays extremely well. Like, and I enjoyed it, again, when I played the demo. So, it's up to y'all to go ahead and decide what you're going to do there, Blizzard. But thank you guys very much for listening. Keep your eyes and ears out for more stuff from me. And until the next time, enjoy your games. Peace out.